I just want to do a quick update. It's 3 o'clock Eastern on Tuesday, July the 6th. Just want to actually let you know some plans have changed, so I will not be traveling west at least for the next week or so. So I'll be more working on content and keep on trading. And I kind of didn't do notice that trading does take a lot of time away from me, but we'll figure that out. So, update. As everything is connected to Bitcoin, I don't see a point going over other coins other than touch right now based on Bitcoin. As I watch and I hear, some people say it's going to go down, and other people it's finishing up the dome, it's going to break out to the top. Um, what I actually see here is very simple. I see one head, second head, I don't know, whatever you guys want to call them. There's a head, shoulders, second head, shoulders, or some people call it as an um, small one, third head, shoulder. So could be a big head here and shoulders, possibly can. And I believe that's what Tom sees in his way is a big head, one shoulder, and the right shoulder. But here, if you look up closer, we have a small head. As you can see, we have kind of medium size body, medium size body. I don't know what we call it, smaller. Then we have a baby here. Again, head, shoulders, and it's finishing up shoulder. I also took a trend line and I ran a trend line from end of each candle wick. I believe wick, that's what it's called. And as you guys can see, each candle is coming up, but it is not closing below the trend line. I personally believe um, one of the richest people on the planet is probably buying in right now Bitcoin, forcing it to stay on the trend line, and every time it breaks out. I also did a second trend line. It's from the top candle wicks, which it forces us into this corner right here. And I see this constantly rising up and up and up. If you look, somebody said, "Oh, in the next 24 hours we'll close the dome and we'll break out to the top." I personally believe sellers and buyers both are tired of jumping in, jumping out, and it's just painful when you're not be able to make money and you're constantly at the risk of losing. So that's a 4-hour chart. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. So remember, guys, talking one head shoulder, second head shoulder, the third head shoulder. On a 15-minute chart, you can see quite very well the fourth baby head and two shoulders. According to charts, and I do believe Tom, everything calls for a drop. I also have a theory that I also say is nothing cannot stand in the air. If there is no power lifting you, that means you're falling. And when I say that literally to everything. In self-development, in success, No matter what it is, you can attach it to everything. If you're not growing in something, that means you're falling. There is impossible to stay still in the air. Gravity has its force. Even if you throw a ball up, the force travels up, eventually gets to a point where there is a millisecond where the ball stops and kind of like as if it freezes in the air. And then it starts traveling back, reversing and gaining speed. I think everybody's way tired. Even though I did watch and because I've been in a trade for about 4 days, 5 days. I'm not even sure. I need to look actually my history. But I've been in a trade for quite some time. Since the first time I heard Tom's video. And in that video, he said it will be going down, and I thought it's imminent, misunderstood, and I actually been in a trade since. Um, in the beginning, I've been panicking and jumping in and jumping out. Costed me about 30% of my portfolio. Then I realized that is not a was smart way to do. I need to kind of understand where it's going and kind of just write it out. Doing so, I've been slowly starting recovering my loss, and I'm down to about 20%, slightly under 20% loss at this point total for on a dollar amount that was brought in. Uh, what I can say is this: as I watched, because I've opened or constantly open order, and I watched this going up, I watched this falling down, I watched this one falling down, this one dropping then coming back, this one taking off, this one's dropping. As I watched every single one of them, these moves, because I set alarms when anything starts moving. Like right now, I have an alarm set between 34,100 and 33,500. So any move that goes outside of that, it will actually let me know that something's going on. I need to actually pay my attention to it. So that's how I actually get to when I see this stuff going off and these moves are moving. There is bursts of energy when things are starting to move. But like say example right here, we had burst of energy. Somebody pushed it up, and as I watched, traders were running out of buyers. As as it was running out of buyers, eventually those that bought in, they start realizing those actually, were day traders, short-term traders. As they realized that it's not going anywhere, they also brought it down. They started selling off. All it takes is just 5% of those to start selling, which brings it to about here, and then everybody else will jump on. In theory, by the time it hits here, the amount of people that jumped on right here should only went through 50% of people to bring it back into here, which the remaining 50% should have pushed right through. That's counting and looking into how things work on a mechanical side of it, or the under the hood, however you want to call it. But as you come down here, you start having heavy amount of limit buy orders or limit open orders for long. And this is where that remaining 50 is just get eaten up, and that volume that's supposed to break right through, as Tom calls it, the ice, is just eaten up. And when it comes down to the ice, to this trend line right here as we have it, right here, right here. As it comes down, it just does not have enough of power to knock through. Same thing here. As it gets down to here, and about right here, you start noticing about right here where it starts, and as you watch it, you start noticing quite a bit of sell orders. People are selling, or there's limited sell orders or closed orders or open short orders. Which those are the ones that actually take and reverse the movement and force the movement to actually become a short movement or a bear movement. Any one of these are literally the same thing, the same process. You have buyers, battlefield, a lot of blood, then the buyers win again, again a lot of blood. This time the buyers took control of it, but the sellers surprised them with a sell. They came in with so much of sell orders that buyers just got exhausted. Or the way I see it, they just got burned out. If we went through this order right here, the order of sells was so high that they just swallowed the buyers altogether. And that's when we start having runs down. But again, like right here I was saying, as they're coming down, they're getting introduced to buy orders, limit buy orders. And those buy orders are starting to reduce the momentum, slow the momentum. But it got one more chance. It did hit, and then it had a third chance. After the third chance, there was just not enough of energy left, not enough of sellers left to battle with the buyers. Um, I will do eventually a video, but this probably not going to be a one video. It's going to be a series of what actually happened in detail in a millisecond, in a second of a trade. How how money exchanges, how the exchange happens, and how it's actually being chosen, which direction, and all of that stuff. So it will be an interesting movie video or series of videos, but I'm just kind of wondering, will I be able to deliver it in a form of a way that you guys will be able to understand, that it's not going to be very too complicated, that's going to be just right over the head. But if I successfully deliver the video, for a lot of you guys, you will guys be able to see the picture, what's happening in reality. And for some of you that's saying, oh, bots are trading. Yes, there are bots that are trading. Oh, it's just a program that just runs ups and down, and we are victims of this program. I don't agree 100% that there might be a possibility, but in order for this to be true, then then every company that's there that does trading, they connect into one server that draws all this, and then those servers would not require those companies' data when they sell and what they sell, and based on that, those companies would be eventually speaking about it. The programmers eventually would be speaking about it. So, is there somebody manipulating the charts? No questions asked. Are we manipulating the price, manipulating the movements? 100%. Honestly, give me $1 billion and give me smaller coins, and I will manipulate the hell out of those coins so well that you guys will be burning through money while I'll be cashing out Going in with 1 billion, cashing out with $2, 3, 4 billion before you guys get exhausted and you guys gonna say, you know what, we're done. We're not putting any more money in. So yes, it can be manipulated. No questions asked. Is it being manipulated? Yes, it is being manipulated. But a coin as big as Bitcoin, it can be manipulated, but it's a lot harder to manipulate than a smaller coin. So the bottom question, where are we going? I'll say this, and that's going to be based on my best non-educational um, opinion. Don't take this opinion seriously, it's just my opinion. As I said, if it has no energy, it has to come down. It has to fall. So unless, like Tom said, unless the energy comes from where, it's coming down. So with the small bursts of energy that I have seen, we might have a couple more bursts. Maybe the burst will hit 37 maximum. I doubt, as more probably we might have one more burst that probably will hit 55.6, 55.5. Oh, I'm sorry, 35.6, 35.5. So maybe that range. We might get another burst. It might break this trend line slightly. But eventually those bursts are becoming, as we watch, those bursts are becoming smaller, smaller, and smaller. So the buyers are running out of liquidity, like running out of the money and running out of the will to move more money into Bitcoin. So this time it's very simple. It has to drop to a point where buyers can develop new new trust. Hopefully that trust will be developed and it will go. Where it's gonna drop? Um, Listen to Tom's videos. Honestly believe there's nothing better than to listen to Tom's videos, and the link is in my video and in the description section of the video. Definitely do that. You'll get a lot more wisdom from him. I'm just sharing my opinion based on what I hear from Tom and one or two others that are trying to say that it's going to do the opposite of what Tom believes. So that is all I can say. But those of you that looking for these heads and shoulders, honestly, we have one, two, three, fourth one, which is right here. We might build one more. It's 3 o'clock Eastern. If there won't be any serious movements by 7, 8 o'clock tonight, we might build out one more baby, and I think we already started building out that baby right there. I think that's gonna be a shoulder. It's gonna come up right here to a head, and as an indicator, it's building out a whole family. Eventually, all the family will have to send the Bitcoin down and find the new low from which it's going to start rebuilding itself. You might ask, but what do I feel? I'll be honest. With a lot of things was happening today, and I've been running around trying to get the car, everything's ready to hit the road on Thursday. So I have mixed feelings at this point. Because of the mixed feelings, cannot really say where it's going because I just cannot find those feelings. The ones that I could trust to share with you guys right now. But definitely um, watch Tom's videos, subscribe to his channel, subscribe to my channel, join his membership, get access to more information. I also dropped in the into this paid group section a video that I put a lot of effort into creating how you guys can actually trade um, with very limited limits. Um, so a very interesting video as well. And that's about it for now. If you guys want to actually donate and allow me to stress less about finances and focus more on providing you guys with content, I would appreciate that. And in addition to all that, let me know what the content you guys are looking for. That would actually help me start focusing on something particular instead of having various different ideas in my head where I want to go. Thank you, and to the next time.